Hi guys. Hey again. Hey, listen, I got my combs from Gidgee. I got the wig spray a couple days ago. I got the foam wig heads are coming now. And then after that, I can start working on Lumi's wig and fix it up a little bit and try to get cleaned up. And I do love the cherry Diet Coke here. I don't know what they did here. The cherry is so rich. Oh, yes. Okay, so I got my lids as well. Not the first set that were supposedly delivered, but the second set I got today. I'm trying to say, should I make a stinkeroo and demand credit? I'm trying to try to adjust this, or should I just be nice about it and say, yeah, never mind? I don't really know. It's hard to say because I might basically, I don't like the thought of losing money, and it is kind of awkward when you can't find your lids that you ordered and you're sitting there going, oh man, where did they go? You know. And I didn't get them the first set, so I got the second ones. Like I said, the Silver Moon cup is my favorite cup. It is my favorite cup. And I really like the Silver Moon cup, so yeah, it's my favorite. By the way, what else did I buy today? Well, I just bought this Diet Cherry Coke. Cherry's divine. Now, how is my homemade frozen pops? Well, first thing is, I think I need to cut back on the lemon juice a little bit because the pH is so high it burns my upper lip when I eat the popsicle. So I'm thinking that I might want to reduce it by make it a little bit less sour, and then maybe bring up the lime just a little more, because lime is still acidic but not as much as lemon. So it's still really good though. How did the orange juice pop came out? Delicious. I mentioned it this morning. Let me brought up an excellent idea. Like I said yesterday, she said, you know, you could sell these things. Come up with a formula, a new recipe that you can make commercially using extract of lemon and lime extracts with saccharin, and people will buy it. Considering it doesn't contain sugar, no artificial flavors, no artificial colors, just filtered carbonated water as the drinks. And either plastic or glass bottles. Probably go with plastic only because it's cheaper. The problem is with lemon is in plastic is it can cause the acidity can cause the chemicals in the plastic to leach out, and depending on the kind of plastic material they're using could cause problems for the endocrine system. So I would have to be very careful. forget cans, because cans, the lemon juice would eat through it. But you're going to say, but wait a minute, soda comes in cans all the time. Yes. Did you know that there's a plastic polymer in the inside of a soda can? Because of the reason I just mentioned, because of the pH. If you have, you put Diet Coke or Coke into a can without this lining, the phosphoric acid will destroy the can. Imagine what that would mean once you try to get soda home and it's been sitting on the shelf for a few weeks. Then the can may actually not even have any strength left. It might just basically just rip open. That's how strong the phosphoric acid is. So you can't. So what they do, the soda cans have this lining inside to protect the aluminum. Can from the acid. You'll probably also have a similar coating on the outside of the can. Or then maybe not. Because after all, the outside of the can is not likely to have the same problem. Because, well, you keep soda in a can, not on the outside of the can. So, I don't know what to say about that, but the thing is, if I ever did start bottling healthy drinks, I would probably try to choose something, a container that's not likely, the one, be environmentally irresponsible, and two, one that is fairly inexpensive. For example, if you go for bottles or glass, there is no local bottling company in my area that bottles soft drinks in glass. So you would end up having to basically either be bottling it yourself in your own bottling plant, which for a small production company, small run, can be very expensive. Also, as one company demonstrated with glass bottle bottling, you can't go as fast as you can with a plastic. And the reason is twofold. Number one, the glass bottles are glass and they're heavier. And so when you're running at the machine at high speed, because of centrifugal motion, the bottle is likely to kind of fly off the belt. And can go flying and go smash. So that's why on lines that do high speed bottling, you find that the bottles for glass bottles have shields on the side of the machines, so that the bottle doesn't go flying out of the machine. That's the centrifugal force going around curves and corners because they're going so fast. But unfortunately, it still does happen. And you may find that your soda or whatever is still ending up spilling as from a broken bottle. Also, like it's true also with cans, but it's more notable for bottles, is that you have to wash them before you put your contents in them. So that means that glass bottles have to go through a washing process, and labeling can be like on a can or like this cup. They can either silk screen, like look at this here, it says fountain drinks. Here it says to say hyperfreeze. This is silk screen onto the cup. Well, you can do the same with glass and plastic bottles. So, remember the original Coca-Cola green bottles that said Coca-Cola? That was printed onto the bottle. That wasn't a label. That was printed onto the bottle itself through a printing process. So the question is, do you want to go with glass or do you want to go with plastic? Well, plastic is cheaper if you were to go and make such a drink like this. But unfortunately, your packaging is probably going to be your biggest part of your cost. It's not going to be the drink, because the drink is pretty cheap. I mean, it's just filtered carbonated Winston tap water if you're going to go with carbonation, like for making a lemon lime soda. Or if you choose to have a soda that's just, like a drink, like a limeade or something, you're not going to need this carbonation. Which also means that you don't have to worry about, carbon dioxide and pressurization. So, what ingredients do I actually use? Going to use a lot of saccharin. Oh my goodness! Especially if you're talking about for making a big production of it. Where maybe you're bottling, say, a couple hundred, bottles of drink a day. You're going to definitely need a lot of saccharin. They do sell it in bulk for commercial use. They do. It comes in big containers or bags for batch processing. So I could have got on eBay from a bulk product seller something like 300 pounds of sodium saccharin. I'm like, yikes! What am I going to do with 300 pounds of that? Remember, it's 1,500 times sweeter than sugar. So you figure out how many homemade 32 ounces of lemonade you're making. You're going to be using that same box for like 25, 30 years. Whereas, if you're making soda for, hundreds of cases a week, you might go through 300 pounds of saccharin in about 3 months. Because you're packaging so much drink. So I find that mass production is actually pretty interesting with soft drinks, because and Lumi's right, I think it could make some money. People want healthy drinks. They will drink. If they can get a healthy drink that establishes themselves as being the real deal. When I say healthy drink, I'm talking about, we could even offer one with sugar too. Pure cane sugar, not high fructose corn syrup. Okay. And again, you have your pure lemon, you have lemon juice, your lime juice, your orange juice. The lemon and lime juice are kind of concentrated, so the orange juice, you can say, well, couldn't we use that too instead of going with fresh? Yeah, you could, but you want to make sure that the juice you're using is not stripped of all vital nutrients like vitamin C and things like that, antioxidants. I would have to really make sure to do that. The juices used were as healthy as you can get them. Same with the lemon and lime and any other drink like Welch's grape juice to make popsicles or grape juice pops. I'm going to try that next. You got to make sure that you got the nutrients in there. Don't want to strip out the nutrients. Anybody who's health conscious is going to tell you this. Please do not strip out the nutritional value of your drinks. I know in mass production that happens a lot. So I would be very, very careful to make sure that the beverage is going to maintain as much nutritional value as possible. not strip out the benefit of buying a drink that's supposed to be natural and healthy. It's great if it's natural, but if all the potential benefits of antioxidants, and like vitamin C is removed, it's totally destroys the whole reason even making it. Which means no artificial colors, no artificial flavors, no food and drug, red number 5, nothing like that. I just want to keep it pure, pure, pure. And even if the drink looks bland, I do like a drink that looks nice, yes, but I also want to make sure that a drink that I make, if I was to do this, it has to meet my expectations. And believe me, I'm a fussy person when it comes to my drinks. If I was to make a company, I'm probably just as bad as Sam Breakstone, because I'm going to sit and go, not good enough. This has got artificial ingredients. Get this out of my face. I don't want this. I don't want colors in here. I want it to look like it does naturally. So when I get an orange pop, I want to know it's made out of orange juice. Maybe we can put a little bit of sweetener in there to make it maybe a little less sour for some people. That's fine, but not excessively so. I don't want to have, people go, well, gee, I love your orange pop, Michelle, but it's too damn sweet. Or my mother that has type 2 diabetes is like drinking this and her causing her sugar to rise, and I don't want to hear that. Real fruit can cause your sugar to rise, but the difference is with fructose, like grapes, it's just fructose. It's a little bit easier on the isolates to linger him in your pancreas, and not by much, but it's still much easier on your body than processed sugar like sucrose or Splenda, which is sucralose. Sucralose contains chlorine, replaces the carbon atom. It's supposed to be non-digestible sugar, but it's not something you're going to get from sugar cane. Well, not directly anyway. Yeah, you get it from sugar cane. And that's a chemical process. You replace the carbon molecule with chlorine. And I cannot handle Splenda. I cannot stand Splenda. I will not buy it on a regular basis. Which is ironic, because when I go to McDonald's, they have Splenda and they have Equal, but they don't have saccharin. I don't know why. I know it's not a big seller, but there are people that do use saccharin. There's no reason why you couldn't have packets of saccharin available. For a restaurant like McDonald's, maybe you can get a small case of saccharin and have it available. This comes like 500 count to 1,000 count. That would be $5 for McDonald's. They don't need to have huge amounts of saccharin, because not everybody's going to go for saccharin. I like it, but some people don't. So some people don't like saccharin because they say it tastes okay until you get the aftertaste, and then the aftertaste is yucky. I like the aftertaste, actually. I like the aftertaste of saccharin. That's why I use it in my coffee every morning, because it tastes good. It actually counteracts with the instant coffee, the way that makes it a nice flavor. It's like something in my childhood when I was a kid, and we used to, just like I was told the story earlier, it was when I was a child. My pediatrician told my mother, give Michelle coffee, it'll calm her down, because it had coffee with kids has a paradoxical effect. Unlike with adults, it doesn't get them all wired up. It does the opposite. So my mom would give me, often we'd have instant coffee, hot instant coffee, because my mom didn't really serve it cold. well, it'll be a friend's house, and we drink Taster's Choice. Let's kind of miss Taster's Choice. I don't know why. That's not my favorite instant coffee. I kind of miss it. I like the Folgers Classic Roast though. That instant coffee, that's good. So instant coffee with saccharin and cow's milk is good. That's why I drink it every morning. Because it's a 20-ounce cup. It's a venti cup like this. Is a venti. This is 20 ounce. So that's like 3 coffee mugs. So what I do is I put a tablespoon of Folgers instant in the cup. Obviously, that's the metal cup, not this plastic one. And then I put like up to about here in milk, and then I put in 2, using the little include scoops with the saccharin, about 10 milligrams of saccharin in that. And then I just filter it with water and cold water and just stir it. And that makes what I make my coffee every morning. And that's great. I don't have a problem with that. Some people probably would say, yuck, instant coffee, yuck. Well, I don't mind instant coffee now as an adult. As a kid, I used to hate it. But as an adult, I guess I got an acquired taste. I got used to it. So, oh well, it works for me. So, instant coffee. Saccharin is so hard to find soft drinks and saccharin these days. If I had a company that made soft drinks that had saccharin in them, I probably could if they're good quality drinks and the price isn't too insane, I bet I could sell quite a bit locally. Lumi's right about that. I could make a lot of money doing that. People will buy it. Now remember one thing, and this is true with anything in business. If you make a product good quality and the price is within reason of what people are willing to spend, they're going to buy it. But if the drink is too expensive, or it doesn't taste good, or it's too inconvenient to get, it's not going to sell as well. So if I did sell a soft drink, let's say for example we have a microbrewery here in Winston that sells beer. I'm going to use them as an example because they're a microbrewery. Okay, well, you're talking about a certain company about the same size. Okay, maybe even a little smaller. Maybe so the company about the size of Cumberland Farms, just for packaging, supply, filling. Probably can get away with a small room or a smaller shop to start out with, but as you get bigger and bigger and bigger, you're going to need more distribution, loading docks for trucks anyway to get supplies in and out. You could sell, it could be a major money for Winston. Really, and in fact, the tax revenue, and the fact is that, it could be an employee, maybe not a major employer, but it could be an employer of, like a crew of, say, 10 people, in production and office and billing and payroll. It could be a thing. I didn't think of that until Lumi suggested it yesterday, and I would get all excited. It's like, I didn't even think of that until I was tasting the homemade lemon lime drink. I said, holy crap, first of all, this is delish. I said, why didn't we do this before? And then she's drinking this, she said, you could sell this and you can make a fortune. I am so tempted to try it. Maybe I will. Can I get a small business loan for that? Maybe grants from the state of Connecticut for opening a business for selling soft drinks. I mean, we have a couple companies that sell them here in Connecticut. Hosmer Mountain sells soda, on Willimantic, Wyndham. I don't know anyone else in this side of the state that sells soda, but it would definitely, I think it would definitely be a real seller, at least in the local level to start with, and then regionally, and then maybe eventually go national if it really sells well. And then what happens if, say, the big guys like Coke and Pepsi get involved? Unfortunately, you know what that's going to mean. And they have the major money to invest in bigger, making huge plants. But I just don't think I would want to sell out to them if I did this, because I don't know if you know what you're doing with Fresca. If I was or Sierra Mist, I'm sorry, Sierra Mist, Pepsi is canceling production of Sierra Mist. Why? Because it has sugar, not high fructose corn syrup. They want to use the high fructose corn syrup. So, to avoid disappointing people who drink Sierra Mist, they're just going to discontinue Sierra Mist, and they're going to come up with mist that is not going to have sugar. It's going to have high fructose corn syrup. I know real sugar is expensive, and I know that. But Pepsi, I know it's not a major soft drink for you guys. I've had Sierra Mist. I like it. Come on. I don't think it's unreasonable if you keep it. I mean, maybe you don't produce as much of it to keep the price within, reason. But it's a good drink. I like Sierra Mist. I really would like to see me get Fresca. Fresca is kind of like Sierra Mist. It's a Coke product. It's pretty good. Mountain Dew? No, I don't like Mountain Dew. I actually do not like it at all. I actually hate the taste of the stuff. It contains bromelated oils in it in a drink. Yuck. Alright, so anyway, the point is, clearly there's some do's and don'ts here. So let me go through it real quick because I don't want this video to be 4 hours long. Do focus on making a drink that is all natural, inexpensive to make, that people will want to buy. Do not use high fructose corn syrup. Do not use artificial colors. Do not use flavor enhancers or artificial flavors. It says artificial flavoring in it for the cherry, and it's delicious. But once in a while, it's okay. Do not ship a soda in any kind of container where the acidity of the lemon and the lime could react with the container and create a problem with chemicals leaching out, such as plastic liners or whatever. Just ideally, it means that you should find a packaging that is not going to be leaching chemicals. Glass is an option, but glass is heavy, and some people are not going to want to drink soda in glass bottles. But then again, maybe some will, because after all, they know glass is not likely to contain BPA and other materials that can leach into the drink. Same thing with cans. Cans are not exactly perfect either. So there's definitely an issue about which is the best way to go with the process. And do also consider, when you're promoting the product, that stick by your quality assurance pledge. Don't start saying, we are focused on having a healthy drink, and then when times get rough, start replacing the healthy ingredients with cheap crap that's not healthy. I've seen soda companies do this. They will start out with a drink, for example, Coca-Cola and Pepsi. Pepsi used to have real sugar in it, and sometimes you can get the throwback Pepsi, which is real sugar. Once in a while, it's a thing. And same thing with Coca-Cola. You can get Mexican Coca-Cola and it has real sugar, because Mexico is against high fructose corn syrup, as is the EU. If you want to market a soda or something to potentially to an international market, you have to meet EU and US food regulations. So And EU is very picky. You can't use certain artificial colors. You can't use certain artificial flavors. You certainly cannot use certain artificial sweeteners. And I consider HFCS to be artificial sweetener that's just bad choo-choo all over. Okay? So Lumi's right. It would make a moneymaker. And I would definitely sell. Only thing is, will it sell well? Well, that's where marketing comes in. How would market? How big is your demographic audience going to be? How many cases of drinks can you sell in a single week? How many a month? Especially if you're starting out, that's important. You don't want to make your bottling operation so huge that you're actually costing more money just to run a line that is not even being fully utilized. That you don't want to get a line that's too small where the next thing you know it, you're like, oh shoot, we're selling way more than we can make, and there's a shortage of product, and people are like clamoring because they want to get more of the drink, and you can't sell it. So because you don't have the production, because these manufacturing systems are expensive, they're not cheap. So yeah, definitely would be an interesting thing. I would love if somebody was in the soft drink industry and could help me figure out some of these questions. I never thought about making soft drinks for a living, but maybe it might be a good moneymaker. Well, let's talk about something that also is doing well right now. That's the channel on YouTube. I want you to know, everybody, that I am so happy that we are now bringing in more people into the audience. I am so happy that we're bringing in people, and people are coming in and they're participating and they're subbing. I really appreciate, even if you don't actually interactively chat, they still love having you there. It means you care enough to watch, and that's a great thing. You're still my audience. You're still important to me, so I want you to at least know that. I mean, I do appreciate there's a lot of passive audience. That's fine. I have no problem with that. I just hope that one day you will continue to ask your friends to come check it out, and let's take this channel up to 2,000 subs. Guys, by September 13th, 2024, there is no reason why we cannot hit 2,000 subs. We're almost there. We're just like 900, 100 short of 2,000. And that would be so awesome. Oh, by now, not last thing, the wigs, foam heads are coming. Now, well, I got the foam heads. I got 2 wigs to set on those. I got 2 wigs. Actually, I had 3. I don't know where Lumi's other wig went, but that's not here. So we'll just talk about the 2 I have, which is the white curly hair wig. I bought the white curly hair wig like many years ago, and when my hair was shorter, and I thought it would be kind of cool to have white curly hair, and I bought this wig, and it's like really long, goes on to here. And the first thing that goes wrong with that wig is because it is so long and so curly, the hair is snarly. It's just all over the place. I can't even do anything with it. That's why I need a wig spray that Gidget gave me. So let's fix that wig too. I want to try to make it a little more manageable. Even if I don't wear it on a regular basis, I still want to have it look nice, because it's sitting hanging on my closet on a closet hook because I had no wig head for it. I also got 1 wig cap, I believe, still left too, so I can at least have 1 wig cap. Lumi's wig is absolutely, I am so stoked on this. That wig is so damn pretty. I really want to fix it up a little bit too, because it is a beautiful wig, and I really think if we can get the wig styled and combed and conditioned, and it would be beautiful wig, and I really would love to see it. So that's the thing. That's the thing for me. I really want to see that. And so that's what we're going to be doing. Like when the foam wig heads come, is maybe outside on the porch in the evening one night when I'm not, or between the shows, I'm gonna go outside, do something similar like I'm doing now, where I'm just combing the hair, the wig, and we're doing the talking while I'm combing and brushing the wig and cleaning the wig and making the wigs look good. I might need to trim up Lumi's wig a little bit because one side is a little lopsided. As I said, I think it's one of those original heads, those wigs that are designed for cosmology students for learning how to cut hair, which is fine. Just trim it up a little bit so it doesn't look too crazy. Because my real hair does the same thing. If you ever look at my real hair, you'll see my real hair will sometimes one side will grow weird and the other side grows straight. And I have to kind of brush it. Now, I got two packages of brushes. One is, they're both wig brushes. One's the brush, and then another brush with a comb. I don't know what I want to use the comb in my head though, because I'll be at my real head, because it looks kind of, you know, very wide teeth, and as I said, it's designed for a wig. I don't know if my real hair would tolerate it. But the brush, the other one's got soft bristles. Probably my real hair would love it. So, so I might try one of the wig brushes on my real hair and see if I can get this snarly mass to kind of keep together in a nice way, because it's cute, but it's just all over the place. It just gets like that every summer. The heat, the humidity, the bug. I mean, just kidding. No, I don't get bugs, but the heat, the humidity causes it to frizzle up like this. I don't think it's those wig. The inner wig is really a high quality wig. I mean, the one that Wiggy gave me, which is Lumi's, is pretty. I love it. It's cute. The one that she used to have, the dark Asian wig, we don't know where that went, but she hated that wig. She was like, yuck. Yeah, I get it. It was ugly. It didn't match my head. This one matches my head better, yes. But you gotta brush it, please. Can we fix it? We'll try. We'll fix it up a little bit. We'll try it, get that looking nicer. Brushed and cleaned up, looking good. Try to trim up some of the unevenness. I'm not even a hairdresser. I'm gonna try it. Oh, at least it's a wig. It's not real hair. That's somebody's one that's even worse, because if it was real hair, we can grow it back. Yeah, that's true, I guess. Yeah, well, we'll try. Have you ever cut your own hair? I've cut my own bangs in the past long ago, but nowadays, because my hair is being retouched every month, like this week, I gotta go home. Oh, that's something I gotta do. Make sure you know on the way home. I gotta go get the money for the hair salon. I do think that it'll be interesting to see what happens. Also, we're gonna get a roll of paper towel today, so that we can get paper towels we need. And because I gotta clean the kitchen table, and also the kitchen table, it's almost like it needs a waxing, because it's how do I describe it? It's like the table original finish, like the polyurethane coating kind of came off in place. So I got a floor wax. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buff down the table with floor wax, because I have it, and see if I can get the table a nice sheen and try to kind of revitalize it. I know I can get furniture polish, but I don't have any right now, so I'll just use floor wax. It'll help protect the wood. Anything I do is better than nothing at all. And then eventually what I'm gonna need to do again is, and this is kind of what one of the tarot readers said, the same thing. This week is going to be a good time to start getting your house in order and kind of free. Tomorrow is going to be cooler, so try to get the house in order a little bit, clean it up, sweep the floor in the bedroom, and maybe mop the bathroom floor, and then work on the living room floor, clean that up. Maybe mop it as well. Get the floor clean. It needs a little love. It hasn't been cleaned in a while, and it just gets, little Tustine dirty every so often. So yeah, I gotta clean that. So anyway, so that was what we wanted to cover after the morning show. Is I just thought of a whole bunch of topics. I didn't even think of this. Like like Lumi said yesterday, I thought that was a great idea. I want to experiment with it. I'm going to explore it a little more. I want to experiment with different drinks to make different frozen pops and see what they come up with. The orange juice, the Tropicana Pure Premium orange juice as a pop is very good. Maybe you might want to put a little sweetener in there, a little saccharin maybe to give it a little sweetness. Just a little. It's so good overall. I don't really see why you need to dump a lot of sweetness into that. We know the Welch grape juice from concentrate is going to seriously be quite an awesome popsicle. I can tell you from just tasting the juice, it's going to be there'll be taste bud exploding. Lemon drink, lime drink mix needs to work on the ratios a bit when frozen because it's too acidic. Because the lemon juice is just too much. So maybe work on making it a little bit weaker and make some new popsicles that are like different things. I can try that a little bit each month. See which ones taste better. Gotta get some more ice. I gotta get some more pop molds because I only have one set of 6 silicone molds. So maybe get another few sets and try making some more of those. I think that'd be awesome. Well, anyway, that's pretty much it. We gotta go home now. On the way home, I'm gonna go get to the bank, get some money I need from the ATM for tomorrow, and go to CVS, pick up a roll of paper towels, and that's what we're gonna do. But that's what we're gonna be doing today. So everybody, thank you for watching. I appreciate it really much. I know the button's on the top here. Bye bye, guys.